What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to some more videos. Today we're going to be doing an FAQ, as you saw from the title. Now, I usually do these on stream, and they usually ask me the questions live on my chat, and I answer it, and I go to training mode, all that good stuff. But this question in particular, I wanted to do a separate individual video of me going more in depth into it and explaining a little bit more vividly about how to do this, all right? Of course, we're talking about how to bait burst, or essentially how to punish burst. That's more or less the case in this video. How to punish a burst. There's many ways to do it. It's an essential tool in this game, in my opinion, because burst is so common and it's so heavily used and very, very important in a game, in somebody's game plan, of course. So how to bait it, or how to burst it, or how to punish it is very, very important. We're going to be going over that in this video. Let's get right into it. Ladies and gentlemen, the lab. Here we are to learn once again about this beautiful game. Of course, we're going to be going over the many options that you have for punishing bursts in this game. There are a lot of them, from the easiest one to the most optimal one, and everything in between as well. So you can best optimize your favorite way, or the best way that you can punish a burst in that situation. All right, we're going to be going over everything, but before then, we have to go and set a few button settings, okay? If you go over to the button settings, you have FN1 and FN2. What do these do? A lot of people tell me, what do these do? These are the playback and the record functions in this game. So recording your opponent doing something in specific. This is really good for training mode in general, but we're going to be recording them bursting so we can practice punishing it. So that's the FN1 function, and I set it to a specific button that doesn't correlate with these, which is my regular play buttons. And FN2 is going to be the playback button. You're all set, good to go. Next up, let's actually record the dummy doing a burst. So what you're gonna do is you're going to be pressing the record button, you're gonna be controlling the dummy, and you're gonna press it again, and then you're going to be recording it. So you're gonna do record again, crouch as a visual cue, wait for it, and then press tag and assist, and then cancel it out, and you're all set. You're all set, good to go. Now, with that being said, like I said, there's many ways. So one of the many ways, of course, is doing a reversal while the flash comes out. When the flash comes out, do a reversal if you're still on the ground. When the flash comes out, you can do a super. When the flash comes out, you can do a move that is upper body invincible. And of course, you can use your own assist to be able to bait out their burst. Let's get that. Let's test all of these things, okay? So first of all, with a reversal. Now that we have it all queued up, let's do a playback. There it is right there. That's the first way you can start doing it, with a reversal. Now this one's a little bit tougher because it all depends on which part of the button that they're actually bursting. So it can be situational, but this is definitely an option for you to punish a burst. When they burst, you just go into the reversal. It's all about sound cues or visual cues. Reversal is a very good option, okay? Second one, you can use your distortion. Same principle pretty much as the DP or as the reversal, but instead of a reversal, you're going to be doing a super, which you can't go wrong, because it's a little bit better to do, because no matter what, if they don't burst, you're going to be doing a super to your opponents, or if they do burst, it's going to hit the opponent no matter what. All right, or the incoming character, I should say, no matter what. So let's do that again. There's that one. That's the exact same principle, but with a super. It's a lot less riskier, just because, or it's not less riskier, I should say. The reward is greater, just because it covers two options. You can definitely take off some damage off of the main character that you're comboing, or if they burst, you can definitely take off damage off of the incoming character. It's a win-win scenario, really. So no matter what, it's a pretty good option to do that if you have the meter to spare. The third option is probably the easiest and most consistent way for you to punish a burst. A lot of high-level players use this method over everything else just because it has the least amount of risk, and it's very, very consistent, okay? And that is for you to use an assist. Now, with you using the assist, it all depends on the character that you're using. Some characters have better assists at punishing bursts than others. You have to experiment with your characters in order to find the most optimal way for you to punish the burst with what assist you have, okay? So just keep that in mind. Play with your characters, play around with this method, and see which one you find the most comfort with, or the most optimal way of doing it, okay? So, anyways, back to the lab. here we are, and let's showcase this off right now, and I'll show you how. It's super easy, like it really is. So let's do that again. Recording. I can be about my day. Hyde comes in, he punishes the burst completely. Now I like to use Hyde's 5p. His 4p is good too, but I like his 5p just because it launches him up in the air more. But you do get some situations where, of course, Weiss is too far away like that one. So sometimes you like to use 4p. So let's use 4p this time. Same thing. There it is right there. It's super easy, very consistent. Really, you have to practice this method because this is probably the best way to punish a burst, okay? It really is super, super consistent and very, very easy to do, all right? So how you do that basically is you just react to the super flash or the white flash or the sound cue, and as soon as that happens, press your assist as much as possible, because the only time you cannot call an assist is when they hit you. So if you do it anytime before then, you can call your assist and you can punish the burst, because the assist on startup has some invincibility frames from the time they get into the frame. From out of the frame to into the frame, they have invincibility. When they actually come out, that's when they can get hit. However, because the initial hit already happened, the assist will not get hit. I don't know if that was confusing, but if you got it, you got it. However, be very careful, because if you do it a little bit too early, then that means your assist will also get hit alongside your main character that's doing the combo. Let me just showcase this off here. Just like that. Don't do it just do it just right. That's why you have to practice this, because sometimes your assist can come out a little too early, or your assist is a little too fast and can get hit by the burst. You don't want any collateral damage. You want the assist character to punish that burst every time. All right, so practice this method. It's the easiest, like I said. The final option that I'm going to be showing you guys today is going to be the most optimal way to punish a burst, just because you still have all your resources. You have a really good combo starter. It's counter hit, so you're going to be doing a lot of damage. But however, it is not as consistent as the assist method. This way only works for select few characters. I'll tell you why in just a second. But for the most part, it's the most optimal. All right, so the way you do this method is, of course, you need a character that has a anti-air move, or a move that has head invincibility, which means that if they jump at you and you press you press that specific button that has head invul, that means they're going to completely nullify the jump and go right through them and anti-air them. That's the anti-air button. All right, with Weiss, this button is 5B. Weird, I know. This is an anti-air, which is very strange. Hyde is 2B. Most of them are going to be 2Bs, 2As, whatever the case may be, but with Weiss in particular, it's 5B. This has head invincibility, which means that once the burst comes down on them and they press this button, as soon as the burst comes down, it completely nullifies the burst and hits the incoming character. All right, let's show off this method here. There it is right there. So basically you're using the move that is head invul on that character and completely anti-airing them essentially. And the reason why this is optimal is because you get a counter hit out of it, counter hit starter I should say. You still have all your assists. You wasted literally no resources to be able to punish this burst. So it's the most optimal way of doing it, which means you can get some big damage out of this method, okay? So test with your characters. Let me try and do it with Hyde here. Same concept essentially. So find the character that has, or find the button that has the anti-air properties, and you can be able to use this method for sure. This is a definitely very like read intensive, okay, or very intensely focusing on reads. So if you know they're gonna burst at that exact moment, you can definitely use the move that is has the anti-air properties, okay? So use that to your advantage. Practice this in the lab, guys, and you'll be able to be good to go. Hang on there, big boy. Hey guys, what's up? It's post-production me. I was editing this video and I completely forgot another method. And that method is if you have a move that is jump cancelable on hit or on block, you can actually jump out of the string that you're doing as soon as they do the burst, and you jump out of it and block the burst. all bursts are unsafe on block. You can punish them completely. If you block their burst, you have the opportunity to go up to them and hit them, and they can't do anything about it. So just keep that in mind, that if you have a jump cancelable normal, on hits, you can bait them completely. That's another method that you can use. It's very easy as well compared to the other methods, and probably not as easy as the assist method, but definitely one of the easier ones. All right, back to the video. All right, guys, that about does it for me. Hopefully you guys learned something new about bursting and punishing bursts. Of course, they're a very commonly used mechanic, so be sure to practice this because this is a very important tool to have. Punishing bursts is essential for you to actually level up your game and for you to stop the opponent from doing it so much, because it is a very commonly used mechanic, like I said, because you get it very, very fast. Anyways, thank you all for watching the video, guys. I just wanted to let you guys know that we hit 20,000 subscribers. What? That's a big 2 and a 0, and then many other zeros following after. That's crazy. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you all coming onto the channel and supporting, of course, everybody that's new. I'm glad you guys are here on board. Hopefully you guys can stay for the ride, because we're not done at all. We're gonna keep going, move forward, trying to make your experience playing fighting games, playing BBTAG, or fighting games in general, a better experience for you to transition into that. That's my goal, really, and of course to entertain. So anyways, guys, thank you all for watching the video. Like the video if you guys did. Comment in the comment section what you guys would like to see next on more like in-depth FAQs like this one. I'll keep an eye out, see what I can do. Of course, follow me on Twitter if you guys want to keep up with anything with me or the channels, of course. And subscribe to the channel if you guys want to see more BBTAG content like this one, or just fighting game related content in general. Okay. All right, guys. Peace out, everybody. I'll see you guys later.